Welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs Podcast. My name is Dan. Today is November 4th, 2021. Today's episode is the final baseball wrap-up for 2021. Well, the World Series just ended with the Atlanta Braves winning. And they were the 12th best team in the regular season this year if you're looking at win-loss record. When the regular season ended, they were the 12th best team. Now, they won their division, so they got in, had the worst record in the playoffs, went on to win in the divisional round, the championship series, and the World Series. So great, stunning season for the Atlanta Braves, fun to watch. Also on these midweek shows, I've put together a bunch of shows on amateur baseball, town team baseball, the town team amateur state tournament. We've covered a lot of those things, in particular the DRS League, and the Crow River Valley League. Covered a lot of that. Looking forward to doing that next year as well. During the winter, the Hot Stove League takes place, and a lot of folks very interested in watching the who takes over, changes in management, changes in head coaches, managers, GMs, trades go on in the off season. It's pretty interesting as well. We'll be covering that. We'll also be covering things like that in the next spring. The teams that got updates done to their stadiums. St. Patrick is in the process of putting up some lights at their ballpark, Boni Field. Never have been lights there for night games. They're in the process of doing that this winter. St. Boni, there's potential for lights going up in this year or next year at Missile Park in St. Bonifacius. So things like that are fun in the off season to follow those types of things now that baseball has been completed. Now in Minnesota, I think there's a week or two left of baseball teams that play down in Arizona and Florida in those various tournaments down in the sun. Those will be wrapping up here the beginning of November here. I think in the next week those will be wrapping up and those players will be coming home with the baseball seasons ended. Now, fall baseball's done, of course. The over 35, the over 50 leagues are done. Major League Baseball is done and college baseball is done. The one thing we do have to look forward to, something that's new in the Fall League, the Twin Cities Fall League, they play a series of 12 games in September and October. 2-month schedule, playing Sunday afternoons and Wednesday evenings. Once the players come back from these Arizona and Florida and Arizona tournaments, last year they held the first ever November Classic. They'll pick a Saturday or a Sunday when temps are in the 60s in November prior to Thanksgiving, and they try to get one more game in. More or less a scrimmage, but a full 9-inning game. They held that last year. The Voyagers were the first team to play in that. They played against the Diamonds, and Diamonds put together a team of mainly their guys, but they also picked up some excess from the Bruins. And so that was the first time they did that last year. This year we're all waiting to see in early November, will there be a weekend in the 60s? Well, this weekend is going to be 62 or 63 on Saturday. Sunday is going to be 64, possibly even hitting 65. So the league got a couple teams together. The Catfish, Carver County Catfish, are going to be playing against the Voyagers this year in the second annual November Classic. Once again, it's a 9-inning game. They're playing that this year in St. Boni. Noon, first pitch at noon. Now, this is very rare. Minnesota does not have baseball games scheduled or played in November, ever. So the fact that they can get this game in the early part of November when there still is nice weather. Historically, there is a weekend or two that's nice in November, and many times it's too cold and there's no weekends that work. But what this Fall League has done is put together a kind of an agreement with the teams that if the weather does hit and it falls on a Saturday or a Sunday prior to Thanksgiving, and the temps are good, they will get one more additional game in. And they also understand a lot of the guys can't make the game, so the other teams in the league will be pulled if there's extra guys needed to get this game in. Once again, a 9-inning game. That'll be played this coming Sunday, November 7th, the second annual November Classic. Baseball in Minnesota, outdoors, ladies and gentlemen, and free to attend. Come on out to Missile Park in St. Boni. That's all I've got for baseball this wrap-up for 2021 season. We look forward to starting this again in April of next year with all the preview shows. That's all I've got for today. Remember to follow Andy and myself on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and our blog. All the locations that you can see us on social media for sports, music, songs, album reviews, and concert updates. We provide all of this, and our second year anniversary is coming up here this month. Got a lot of episodes out there. Feel free to go back and listen to the archived shows. A lot of good information out here. Please feel free to also share with your friends. Today is November 4th. My name is Dan. Thanks for listening.